Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who, we had the Sontaran stratagem, where the Doctor was summoned back to Earth by his old companion, Martha Jones, and he basically teamed up with UNIT to investigate a company called Atmos, which was killing people with their automated car GPS stuff. And it was revealed to actually be a plot by the Sontarans, an alien race who wanted to fight in the Time War, but weren't able to, which was interesting. And they actually made a clone of Martha, who has now infiltrated UNIT. And yeah, the invasion of Earth by the Sontarans has begun, basically. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Yeah, this is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever, as I rub my eye. Let's stick to this episode and previous episodes of Doctor Who, Torchwood, and Doctor Who Classic that I've reacted to. And yeah, with that being said, let's get right into this episode. Oh yeah, quick little sad note. Doesn't make sound anymore. Oh well. Still a good prop though. Alright, here we go, let's get into this. Oh, yeah.
Don't just stand there, get him out!
Honestly, that is a good idea. Just break the glass. Oh, are they gonna try to destroy it?
Ready for transport.
Oh, they're taking the TARDIS.
Yeah. That's on a metal tag. Teleport exchange.
Ah, you can taste that?
They've taken it.
Okay.
I'm stuck. On Earth, like an ordinary person, like a human. How rubbish is that? Sorry, no offense, but come on.
He's stuck on Earth with UNIT, that's funny.
I was just wondering if you found your family and Tom.
No, what for?
The gas. Tell him to stay inside.
Of course I will. Yeah, but what about Donna? I mean, where's she?
Oh. She's gone home. She's not like you. She's not a soldier. Right, so...
Ah, he's playing her. I like that.
Section 2 of the Intergalactic Rules of Engagement. This is the Doctor.
Doctor, I'm here! Can you hear me?
What was that? That didn't...
Breathing your last. My God.
Was that Rose? Did I just hallucinate something? Was that Rose?
So,
You could blast this planet out of the sky.
yet you're sitting up above watching it die.
Where's the fight in that?
Where's the honor?
That's an interesting tactic.
Planning something else.
Give me a break.
I would seriously recommend that this dialogue is handled by official Earth representation.
Finished.
You will not be so
Oh,
quick to
he just needed to change the channel for a moment.
prize. Behold. Like if only we could communicate. You and I. Communicated is your distress, Doctor. We have no time.
There's a phone.
Doctor, what number are you on?
Dang it.
You haven't even got a number!
That's a good point. She can't just call UNIT.
Where are you going?
Find my brother.
I didn't say you could leave.
I told him to put Atmos in his car. I've got to go and help him.
Stay where you are.
What do you think? you're
Just
doing?
tackle him, for God's sake.
Put that down.
He's a skinny, short little piece of shit. Fuck this guy.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are, I said. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. That's an order.
You don't have the balls to shoot any of them. You also don't have enough bullets.
All those things they said about pollution and ozone and carbon, they're really happening, aren't they?
This is secretly an environmental message.
I promise.
Don't worry, Captain Planet's gonna come in.
Oh, don't stop.
Gas is at 60% density, 80% and people start dying, Doctor. You've got no choice.
Launching in 60, 59, 58,
This is exactly what the doctor said not to do, but
6, 1, 0.
they didn't launch. Martha stopped it. Or clone Martha, not Martha.
Did we launch? All troops, code red. Get them out of there. All troops, open fire.
What did I just say? This is just not gonna work. Oh, that's right, the guns don't work. Oh my gosh! Oh, that was crazy. Run! Oh no, Ross! Aww, I liked him. This isn't Game of Thrones, what the heck?
This isn't war. This is sport.
This is not war, this is pest control.
They've taken the factory.
Times like this I could do with a brigadier. No offense.
Can't take him. So Alistair's a fine man, if not the best. Unfortunately, he's stranded in Peru.
Launch grid
What?
online.
Friggin' Brigadier.
Didn't have the imagination to believe.
A pity. We've lost our target practice.
Yeah. They didn't care about
Arrival
you.
on board this ship as they perish.
I don't care about this character. I really hate him. And I wish he had died. Instead of friggin' Ross.
Only after we're inside.
What if they find me?
I know, and I wouldn't ask, but there is nothing else I can do. The whole planet is choking.
It's risky, but you gotta try, Donna.
He's gonna kill me.
I'm sorry, I swear, I'm so sorry, but you've got to try.
This is a lot. Oh yeah, he does have hammers. I forget, he whacks the TARDIS every once in a while. That sounds wrong.
You're not going without me.
Wouldn't dream of it.
It's interesting that they gave him a gas mask. Does that affect him, necessarily? He has shown a high tolerance to gases. It's a good thing every Doctor Who villain doesn't have peripheral vision.
Latest firing stock. What do you think, Doctor? Are you my mummy? If you concentrate,
Oh my gosh.
bullets with a rad.
Unit carrier ship Valiant reporting for duty, Doctor. With engines strong
Oh.
to clear away the fog.
Okay. Sweet. It's the freaking helicarrier. I like it. Yep.
Oh, Mark, I'm so sorry.
Ha! He figured it out.
Reduced iris contraction, slight thinning of the hair follicles in the left temple, and frankly, you smell. T-shirts.
Yeah, probably smells like that goo.
Maybe not from a Captain Jack. Changing the planet into a clone world. Earth becomes a great big hatchery because the Sontarans are clones. That's how they reproduce. Give them a planet this big.
Oh, okay.
New soldiers. With gases and poison, it's food.
So they want to breed, basically. Is that the theme of this series?
Slower.
Man. It's like sad, not sad. Wow, she even took the ring.
Now!
Oh, great timing.
Get off me! Get off me! Burned by.
Don't tell anyone what I did. It wasn't my fault. The Sontarans lied to me.
If I see one more gun.
Yeah, he is Dungeon rings with guns.
You know that coat? Sort of works.
Don't even care about him.
Oh, well, if you're calling them down.
Choke them. Behold, a clone world is born.
Alrighty. Oh my gosh. We've never seen an atmosphere shot like that with all the crap in there. That's crazy.
Please, 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 please.
Oh, he's leaving this up to chance? Jeez Louise! He literally ignited the atmosphere! But this isn't destroying the world. It's just destroying the gas. Holy crap!
I've recalibrated this for Sontaran Air, so.
You're going to ignite them.
You're gonna kill them?
Or kill yourself. Just send that thing up. On its own, I don't know. Put it on a delay.
I've got to give them a choice.
Yeah. That's the Doctor for you. It's always got to be a choice.
What are you doing?
Something clever.
He's taking his place. Ha! Oh! He sacrificed himself to save the Doctor. Wow. All right. You know what? Last minute redemption, I'll take it. That really showed you the difference between the two of them, between Donna and Martha. Jeez Louise.
Besides, someone needs me. Never mind the universe, I've got a great big world of my own now.
Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. This is weird.
Just listen to me. You take me home. Take me home right now.
Oh my gosh. Really? Ow! My neck! Ugh. I did not think we would have a cliffhanger. That's interesting. Yeah. So, we're keeping Martha for another episode. Okay, cool. I'm alright with that. You know me. I'm just happy keeping Martha around. I was so happy that we kept Martha for 3 episodes of Torchwood. So now we're keeping her for 3 episodes of Doctor Who. Well, you know what? I'll take it. Alright, cool. Wrote down a ton of stuff. Great episodes, these two. Really loved them. The Rutons. Wrote that down. So, the Sontarans have been at war with another species for 50,000 years. Is that what he said? That's interesting. It makes me wonder if we're going to actually meet the Rutons at some point. So, yeah. Which now everything sort of makes sense about the Sontarans, because I was wondering, like, why would they attack Earth? They didn't even know the Doctor was involved with Earth. They just went to attack Earth, and it was just sort of a bonus that the Doctor was there. But, skipping ahead in my notes a little bit, they basically wanted to make Earth into a clone planet, where they would grow more Sontarans, because that's how they breed. Interesting, which makes a lot of sense. Like, this is how, like, they're basically here to, oh, sorry about this. I'm still a little sick. If you saw my latest Game of Thrones video, Reigns of Castamere, I'm still kind of sick, and you can kind of hear it in my voice now. Ugh. Oh, God. Alright, so basically, they were terraforming the planet for a reason that makes sense, which is good, because I gotta say, you know, when aliens come in and they terraform planets, they better have a good reason, because occasionally I'm very critical of, like, stories where aliens want to terraform the Earth for no reason. Like, okay, in like Superman or Supergirl, when the Kryptonians try to terraform Earth to be a new Krypton, I never understand that. But here, it's very good, and it's a good explanation, and it makes sense. It ties in to why they came to Earth in the first place, because that really wasn't explained last episode. So I do like that. Also, I kind of said that, you know, is breeding sort of the theme of this season? And I say that because episode 1 also dealt with breeding, because the caretaker basically was breeding these new creatures for this alien race. And now granted, this whole breeding thing, it didn't come back in the Fires of Pompeii or Planet of the Ood, but it came back in this. So I was kind of wondering that when I say, like, you know, is this the theme of this season? It's sort of how, like, there's, like, from what I've been able to tell, each season of Doctor Who, there's one thing that kind of keeps playing into each episode. Well, not each episode, but into a number of episodes. In season 1, obviously, it was the Time War. In season 2... in season 2, I think it was Torchwood, basically. In season 2, it was Torchwood. In season 3, they mentioned a lot of times ancient beings. Did you notice that? And I've made note of this before in my Doctor Who reactions, but there have been numerous ancient beings throughout season 3. We had the Rachnos. I'm trying to remember. Well, obviously this is in season 2, but we had the Devil, and we had the Makara, the Makara, those. We had a lot of ancient beings in season 3, I think. And so that's kind of why I sort of picked up on that. It's like, okay, is this sort of just a random thing? There's no even real purpose to it being that, to have these things throughout, with the exception of Torchwood and the Time War. There's no real reason for these things to keep popping up every once in a while in these seasons, but it's just a little interesting thing I've noted. I wrote down environment. I like that this is really just an environmental message. Even at the end, you know, when it's like, no one's driving anymore because they don't want to. It's like, okay, that does make sense. You know, everyone's like walking around or on a bicycle. It means everyone's gonna lose some weight, which is good. I wrote down Ratigan. He was kind of cheesy and kind of annoying, but the character made sense. It made sense how he got fooled into working with the Sontaran, but he was really, really annoying, and I really wanted him to die, and I guess I got my wish, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of split, because for the most part, he was a very annoying character, but at the same time, at the end, he did sacrifice himself to save Earth and the Doctor, too. I wrote down the Doctor versus Unit. I like just how much, like, how often the Doctor has to butt heads with any commanding officer at Unit, or any officer ever, for that matter. Like, with the exception of Martha, he butts heads with a lot of people at Unit. And I do like that, because they're always taking the military approach, which sometimes makes sense. You know, when they were trying to launch the nukes at the Sontaran, that makes sense. They feel like they're out of options. You know, if they don't do anything soon, people are going to start dying. They feel like this is their option. You know, they have the option. This is their option, and they're going to take it. They don't know what the Doctor can do. They don't know if the Doctor is going to be successful. They're being pragmatic. I like that. Everything else, when they're making war when they're trying to fight the Sontaran, with, like, sending in the troops to kill the Sontaran, that sort of wavers a bit. It is sort of the same thing of, this is their choice. They have this option, so they're trying to be pragmatic. But at the same time, well, I don't know. Do they know that guns don't work on the Sontaran? I feel like that's been mentioned. I feel like Ross would have known that because he encountered a Sontaran. But yeah, sorry, there's a bag. I don't even know if that picked up on the microphone. But whatever. Yeah, so again, it makes sense, but obviously we're also seeing this from the Doctor's point of view, and the Doctor is just not completely against Unit, but is against a lot of their military decisions, basically. I wrote down the Brigadier. I do like that they brought up the Brigadier from the Third Doctor's era. I thought that was pretty cool. Interesting that they said he's stuck in Peru. It's like, why is he in Peru? Dang it. It makes me wonder if they're ever going to bring that actor back, if he's still alive, I guess. Which, it's entirely possible that he's not, but he could still be alive. He wasn't, like, old or anything in the episode that I watched. But yeah, but that was nice. A little nod to the Brigadier, which I'm sure there was a bunch of people who were like, oh, well, you know, I've seen all of the Third Doctor's era, so I really enjoy that. But for me, just watching one episode from the Third Doctor's era and knowing who the Brigadier is, I like that little reference. It was nice. Donna versus the Sontarans. That whole thing, like, you know, they kind of downplay it a little bit, but it is a lot that the Doctor had to ask her to basically go against the Sontarans and possibly, you know, fight them. That's a lot, and you could definitely see it took a toll on him. Like every time she mentioned it, like, he was like, yes, I know, I'm sorry, but I have no other choice. I have no other options. So it did definitely, like, it did. Obviously, she didn't want to do it, but she realized she had to. And the Doctor didn't want to put her in that situation, but he knew he had to. It wasn't, like, it was kind of downplayed a bit, but it's still, like, I feel like the impact was still there enough to where it worked, basically. Because, think about it, he's never had to really ask his companion to go and possibly fight someone, you know, especially a warrior race like the Sontarans. He never had to ask that of Rose, he never had to ask that of Martha, and until now, he's never had to ask that of Donna. This is the first time he has to really put his companion in danger in order to do something, and he hates that he has to do it. So I like that. I wrote down the Valiant. It was cool to see the Valiant back. The Valiant was the same. That is the name of the ship from the end of season 3, right? Yeah, I think so. I think it's the Valiant. I'm not sure, but it's still the same sort of, you know, helicarrier aircraft. So it was cool that came back. And I like that UNIT thought of it not only to use against the Sontarans, because, you know, it has lasers and crap, which can actually hurt Sontarans, but I like that they also thought of it like, well, the engines are so powerful, it'll blow away all the CO2 emissions. Like, it'll blow away all the smog, basically, that's surrounding UNIT headquarters. So that was good, and I did like that, and the Doctor acknowledged that was a good idea. We talked about breeding. I wrote down fire. Man, oh man, that was crazy that the Doctor basically burned through all the gas around the Earth, which meant going around the entire globe. That was insane to watch. But it's not exactly that he lit the atmosphere on fire. He just burned that specific gas, which worked out. Like, you know, that wasn't going to hurt anyone, really. I guess unless they were in the air, but the Valiant was in the air and it seemed fine. So, yeah, and that didn't cause, like, you know, if there's a ton of fire in the sky, you'd think that would burn, that would still, like, the heat would drop down and burn everyone alive, but apparently not, you know? So that was cool. I like that. Pretty out of left field, honestly. Well, maybe not necessarily out of left field, but we were getting close there, I guess. That hit was very close to the left field. Like, let's burn through the entire atmosphere, basically. So, yeah. But it does still make sense when you really think about it. And then the last thing I wrote down was the choice. Because at the end, when the Doctor is... Like, the Doctor could do many things to make sure that he went there, placed the thing down, and then got out of there and just let them all die. But that's just not how the Doctor works. That's not him. He had to go give them a choice. Even though he knew the Sontarans would not give up. Everyone knew the Sontarans would not give up. There was no doubt in anyone's mind that they would take him up on his offer. But he had to try. And that is a great thing about the Doctor. That's very admirable, is that no matter what, he always gives his adversary a chance. With the exception of the Daleks, because fuck them. No, yeah. I mean, essentially, yes, but still. So yeah. So I did like that. And yeah, that's basically all I wrote for this episode. Great episode. Really love this two-parter. And yeah, we will see next time where the heck the TARDIS is going. And yeah, that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Doctor Who reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.